All right, everybody, this is an impromptu video that I'm doing. Welcome to 305 Sports Now, and this is just an update. I'm in my car because I wanted to get this out as quickly as possible. Last night, actually, I dropped a video on the possibility Jada Bonsu is going to be a Miami Hurricane and how Jamel Adai could actually make that happen. And one of you in the comment section actually reported to me that Inside the U has Jaden Bonsu right now going to Ohio State. So I did a little digging and I found out that that's actually a huge possibility. If you go to On3 and if you go to 247 Sports, both Andrew Ivins, who covers the Canes, and even those that cover OSU, something might have leaked that Bonsu has decided to go with the Ohio State Buckeyes on August 14th and not with the Miami Hurricanes, which was the original choice during the weekend that Malik Bryant was supposed to commit to the Canes. All right, because remember, he was supposed to commit on a Wednesday, then it was supposed to commit on a Saturday. Both he and Malik decided to postpone their commitments. Malik committed about 2 or 3 days later, and Bonsu has yet to commit. But apparently, it's leading towards 75% according to the crystal balls dropped by 247, and also the composite points that On3 have had to report that Bonsu is going to end up a Ohio State Buckeye instead of a Miami Hurricane. Now, this is huge because Miami has yet to have a commit from the safety position for this upcoming 2023 class. They do have a cornerback, Robert Stafford, but they do not have a safety. Bonsu would be great for both teams. Ohio State last year did struggle on defense, hence the Oregon-Ohio State game where Mauro Cristobal's team went out there and beat the pants out of Ohio State. And Miami, although very talented, at the defensive back position with guys like James Williams, Corey Couch, Cam Kitchens as well, because of a lack of a pass rush last year, Miami's defensive back position did take a beating when it came to the air, as teams were able to throw a bit on the Canes, which hasn't happened before because Miami has been able to provide pressure, with its front seven. So both teams are definitely in need of a safety, but the bottom line is that right now, Bonsu, it's not official yet. Remember, things change. About 2 days ago, last night, it was projected that Bonsu was still going to go to Miami. Now, in a 24-hour span, because of a possible leak made by an Ohio State recruiter, a member of the university, I really don't know. It's apparent that Bonsu is going to go to Ohio State. Originally, Bonsu was leaning more towards the Buckeyes because Ohio State was focusing on Jonel Arguello, who ended up committing to Georgia. But when Arguello went to Georgia, they decided to start nipping at Miami and go after Bonsu, and apparently they may actually be successful. Now, Miami does have Plan Bs, all right? Miami does have King Mack, out of St. Thomas Aquinas, although committed, I believe, to Penn State. They are trying to flip him, and make him a Cane. And also, of course, we talked about Cormani McLean as well, whom the Canes are also trying to court, who are in a bitter fight with the Florida Gators. All right, so the bottom line is as of right now, Jaden Bonsu is going to commit to Ohio State per internet sources, per crystal balls, but we're not sure. Again, things could happen, and if that's the case, I expect the Miami Hurricanes to turn up, their recruiting prowess to make sure that Bonsu does not end up in the hands of the Buckeyes that ends up becoming a Hurricane. If the Miami Hurricanes are able to get Bonsu and able to get McLean, they are going to have the best safety combo in the country, all right, for about 3 to 4 years to come, because McLean is a stud, a complete ball hawk, and Bonsu is an absolute ball hawk as well, with a heavy shoulder for hitting. All right, so that's just the update. Okay, this is coming from very good sources. This is from 247 on 3. Just heard Alex Dono on his podcast, Locked On Canes. So it is apparently a threat, but again, it doesn't mean anything until the kid puts on that hat. All right, the same thing that Peyton Kirkland did, the same thing Jalil Skinner did, the same thing Durante Citizen did, the same thing Olaus did over for Alabama, or Richie's supposed to be a Cane, ended up going to the Crimson Tide. So again, these are kids, they're not robots, all right? So they themselves decide where they want to go, despite what reporters might believe they're going to go. They're the ones that have that final decision, that final call. So we'll see, all right? I still think Miami is in great shape. Miami is in need of a safety, all right? And defensive backs, that is something that could attract Bonsu. This is a wonderful place to play, weather-wise as well, the beaches, etc. Much better than what it would be to play in Columbus, Ohio. But the bottom line is that Ohio State has had a more successful has been more successful collegiately the last few years, and Miami has not, and that's something that he may gravitate towards. Although, like I said, Ohio State was not very good defensively last year. Neither was Miami per se. Miami was okay in spurts, but not okay for the entire season, as they dropped in terms of turnovers and sacks and so on. All right, so that's it for me. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope that Bonsu does commit to the Canes. He'll be a great asset. He'll be on the field regularly. He will be a heavy rotational player. And when James Williams and Cam Kittens all go to the NFL, he definitely will start. But we never know. All right, so let's see what happens in the near future. And I hope that, again, it's just that let's see what happens with Bonsu on the 14th. If he does move up his date for commitment, that is a bad sign, because that means that he probably is going to Ohio State, and the only reason why he's moving it up is because everybody already knows. Might as well just make it official. But if you still have to August 14th, all right, which is actually next week, to try to close the deal on Bonsu, I say go for it. Okay, I say go for it. So I'm sure that Adai is going to be, hounding him a bit, and I'm sure he's going to get a call from Coach Cristobal. No more recruits can go on campus. It is a dead period. All right. So no recruits can attend campus, can invite him on campus. So once again, try to court him. Everything has to be done through phone calls and emails, etc. All right. So again, that's it for me. I'm Will. This was an emergency video I wanted to do. If you like what you heard and you like what you saw as well, please like, share, and subscribe to 305 Sports Now. Once again, as for me, stay safe. God bless. See you soon.